Focus, people. Let's stay focused. People, let's stay focused. Let's listen to some highlights before I get into my diatribe. Thank you for all my new subscribers and all my old subscribers. And some of you guys have been with me for a minute. You guys know that this is a channel of skeptics. I talk about a lot of things from the Bible to sports to the government, and all type of, veins of information. And so don't be disappointed if I change topics on you guys, but I am going to continue with this NBA thing because there's some history being made and there's some history about to be made. But let's listen to some highlights. I can't show you the video, but we can listen to some. Let's do that.
The Golden State Warriors looking for a 3-0 lead on the defending champs, the Cleveland Cavaliers. LeBron James against Kevin Durant, and here's LeBron stealing from JaVale McGee, going fast breaking. Durant's not going to stop him. He hammers that one. 39 points, 11 rebounds, 9 assists for LeBron. Another
39 points.
Triple-double. Kyrie Irving with the rebound goes coast to coast for the tough left, and Klay Thompson drilling a three there.
Klay from the outside.
Golden State in business. Later, LeBron goes outside to J.R. Smith, who knocks down the three. Cleveland up by 6. Golden State's added Kevin Durant this year. That sort of changes things around. He led Golden State again in scoring with 31 points on the game.
31 points.
On the three with less than a minute to go. Later,
38, 33, and 31.
LeBron going up, gets his shot blocked. He's out of bounds. And this one ends well for Golden State. They're up 3-0 in the series. They're 15-0 in the playoffs. And in the end, they win it 118-113.
All right. So there you have it. 118 to 113. I'm going outside, you guys, because I want to. And, I want to start off by talking about the constant berating and badgering that I've been receiving. You're a fraud. This guy doesn't know what he's talking about. And the only reason why people are saying that, well, there's a lot of reasons why they're saying that. One of the big reasons is because I gave scenarios on how both teams can win. And I didn't do that to be some type of charlatan, be some type of patsy, I didn't do that for ratings or for money or for anything like that. I did that simply because the story within the story, there's a story within the story. It's not just basketball, people. Okay? And when I make my videos, I look at the story within the story. That's what I do. You know what I'm saying? I look at the rhythm of the stroke. I keep saying that. I look at how things were done during the season or last season. Who's the playmakers, and it doesn't mean who's making the most, doing the most points and all that other stuff. Put my glasses on. It means who's fouling people out, who's getting fouled out. Those are playmakers. Those are people helping to define the script in any sport. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't necessarily mean you're the high scorer, but nonetheless, Kyrie Irving and LeBron James, with a combined amount of 70 points just from them, still couldn't get it done. But I noticed something. For you people who think there's going to be a sweep. I noticed something. 118 to 113. Now, Mikey James is a pugilist who I think he lives in my city. And I don't like Mikey James, Mr. James. But Mikey brought up a good point. Mikey said something that really got my attention in the comments today. Usually he's, very aggressive and not talking any sense, but he realized that this is not a channel for fighters. This is not a channel where you want to, get into it. This is a channel where we try to figure out the rhythm of the stroke. Mikey has put his he put his thinking cap on, and Mikey said, "Listen, this is all a setup for LeBron James to be the greatest in history." Now, we all agree that that's what they're trying to do, make LeBron James the greatest in history, but it's how they're doing it. I said Golden State's going to win. I still think Golden State's going to win. That's just my gut feeling. But last year, they went 3-1, and no team has ever came back from that. Cleveland came back and won, right? This year, it's 3-0. No team in history has ever came back from 3-0. Now, if LeBron James comes back from this and wins, it will put him on a pedestal that is so high, that is so high that it will take a superhuman to break it within, and we're talking about within the next 10 years. No, it will it no it just probably within the next 20 years. It's like a Usain Bolt deal. Usain Bolt, what he run? 9.58, fastest time in 100. 19.19 in the 200. The time in the 200 can be beat. There's one person who ran a 19.26, and that's the Beast, which is Blake, who runs with Bolt. He ran a 19.26, but the time in the 100, nobody's come close to. I think that LeBron James is the Usain Bolt of basketball. If that's what happens, I mean, he's already going that direction at light speed, but if he wins, if they come back and win, if Cleveland win, listen, LeBron James said in an interview that there's too much firepower. He said he never played with a team with that much firepower, and that's simply because of Durant. And I'm going to go on a tangent about Durant later in another video today, because we're going to compare what he does and why he's a difference maker. And I said this at the beginning. I said Durant is going to be the widow maker. He's that deal, and he keeps being that deal. And I said the only way you're going to stop this team is if you take him out of the equation, because he's the only person in the equation that uh, is completely got Cleveland's number. Okay, but nonetheless, 118 to 113. Look at the first game; they got blown out. 138 to what was it, like, I don't know what it was. The second game, 130 to 132 to something. But this time only 118 to 113. I you know, Houston, I think we got a problem. Now I haven't watched too much of the highlights. I just that little clip y'all saw, and I haven't really got into the whys and wherefores. Meaning I don't know how much time the Apex players played. I don't know what Clay did. I don't know what Curry did. I just know what Durant did because they keep talking about him. It's this was the problem when Durant went to that team. They were like Durant and Curry, are the well, Curry's the star of the team, but when Durant gets there, there's gonna be like this whole machismo thing. You know what I'm saying? And he pretty much is taking over. But nonetheless, I'm talking about that later. But 118 to 113. See, you got everybody crying sweep. But I don't want to see a sweep. I don't want to see a sweep. I don't want to see Cleveland get blown out. And it's possible because simply because of Durant. Now, I thought they was going to try to take this dude out in Game 3. But I don't want to see a sweep. It's highly possible. One more game and that's it. Mikey James and all the rest of the skeptics have to be quiet. I never said it was going to be a sweep, so I'm not in on the sweep. I always said it was going to come down to Game 7 because of economics. G-Shot. I like that. 150. Get one. But 118 and 113? I keep saying that because, listen, they came out with the same team. It was, there was nothing any different. It probably didn't change anything up. Although not Love, but Irving and James had, a stellar game with all their talent. They did their thing. And here's another thing. Everybody keeps talking about how LeBron James is being held back. You know, they holding him back. They not letting him do him. You know what I'm saying? They not letting LeBron do what he do. They holding him back. And I'm like, he might not have been holding back yesterday. Hold on a second. Nose is running. They holding him back. They holding him back. They held him back yesterday. Mikey James. Young sir. They hold LeBron James. Did they hold LeBron back yesterday? Do you think that the powers that be, the Zionist Jews, said, chill out, sit down, drink, stand up, drink? Do you think they said chill out? Let them win this one? We gonna make history, James, with you. We gonna make you the greatest player ever. And for the next 30, 40 years, nobody will ever be able to catch you. Do you think they're about to catapult LeBron James into the stratosphere that no player is going to be able to catch for just a long time, a couple decades? You think that's what the Zionist Jews did, Mikey? See, Mikey thinks the next game is going to be all LeBron James. As a matter of fact, Mikey thinks the next 4 games is like LeBron's going to. And what did one other guy said? He said that it's going to be Space Jam, number 23. Oh, man, I love that comment. I'm sorry, dude, I forgot your name. But he was like, it's going to be like Space Jam. They're going to come back, and, Michael Jordan's going to come back. He said something about the number 23 and all that. And he's, and all that was synonymous. And he was like, it's going to be just like Space Jam. You guys know I have nothing invested into the game itself, even though I live in Ohio. So I don't really care. However, you guys are passionate, One guy's like, you're a fraud. I was like, how am I a fraud? Did I trick anybody out of their money? Did anybody come to this channel on accident and pay me? Was there money exchanged? And I did not provide a service, or did I promise them? No. But you guys are passionate, so for the sake of you guys, especially you guys who are Cleveland fans, I wouldn't mind seeing history made. I am not a Golden State fan or a Cleveland fan. If I was any fan, I'd be a Cleveland fan. I'm in Ohio. I'm from Akron. LeBron's from Akron. Curry's from Akron. But my family knows LeBron James. You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, for you guys, history's already been made because Golden State is in the postseason. I mean, they're 15-1. I mean, they're 15-0. No team has ever done that. And if they win Game 4, no team has ever done that. As far as how many games has been played. Uh, so let's see. I'm going to get into my Kevin Durant diatribe a little later on today, but I'm going to use some numbers. I'm going to get into some numbers with Kevin. But you guys, I am not gonna say there's gonna be a sweep. I'm just not going to say it, Liz. I'm not gonna say there's gonna be a sweep. I'm not doing it, Liz. My girl, Liz. Supreme, don't don't make me do it. Supreme, my dead dog. Don't make me say it, Supreme. Don't let it happen. Don't let him do it, Supreme. Don't let Golden State sweep them. Supreme, I really want to know what your 2 cents is on this, because for you guys who don't know Supreme Allah, this dude is like he is like a fan like dude is like a super fan. You're like, this guy brings up information that I don't even. I'm like, where did you get that from? And sometimes I use his information in the videos, so I appreciate him. You know, uh, but dude is smart. He knows. He gets into it. He gets into the whole skepticism of it. He gets into the numbers. He looks at the players in depth. He's a dope dude. So check him out. Supreme needs to make videos. If you know what I'm saying, you guys need to subscribe to him too if he does. But and I encourage you guys to go out here and make videos. You know what I'm saying. But I'm not gonna say it's gonna be a sweep. That's just how I feel about it. Although all points lead to sweep, I'm just not doing it. I'm just not doing it. I think some history is about to be made here, uh, and I think they're about to boost LeBron James into the stratosphere. That's just what I think. It's your boy Tone 202. Peace. God bless.